Welcome to the 2015 USSSA Summer Championship Series powered by MLB.com. Our journey today takes us to Newberry, Florida, the site of the North Florida Super NIT. It's the five-star Tigers and the Central Florida Suns here today in the 10U Championship. As we welcome you in alongside Nick Belmonte, Bernie Gunther, so glad to have you with us. What an opportunity for these 10-year-olds today to play on MLB.com.
Well, it feels like Christmas to them. They get to be a big leaguer for a day. Not only do they get to play in a championship game on MLB.com, this game gets to be seen all over the world. Well, it's a dream come true for a lot of these kids.
And we're going to have spectacular athletes. This is not your typical 10-year-old game. They're going to play real baseball rules here today, Nick.
Yeah, these teams are both from Florida. These kids start out young, playing real baseball rules. We're going to see some talent here. It's going to be fun to watch these kids as they go through this championship game here today.
It should be quite a ball game here from Newberry, Florida. It'll be the Tigers and the Suns when we come back from Newberry, Florida for the North Florida Super NIT. Welcome back for the first inning here. Nick Belmonte, Bernie Gunther, Kristen Bedard, glad you're with us here on MLB.com. Five-star Tigers and the Central Florida Suns. Suns are the home team today, and their starting pitcher is Luke Baldwin, and he has a chance to go up against Ty Martineau, the catcher, who will lead things off. So important, Nick, to get off to a really great start, especially here at just 10 years old. It's all about pitching and catching.
Well, it is, and you want to put pressure, even though it's a young age. You want to show the confidence, get some men on base, and you know when you're 10 years old, the confidence brims with every at bat. So a good start is something that definitely will help both sides here today.
First pitch was fouled away for a strike. The 0-2 swung on, and it's going to be caught at second for out number one. So Martineau is retired, and there's one out here on the top of the first.
Well, just like anything else in baseball, put the ball in play, throw strikes, and you'll get out.
One away, and here's Justin Mann, the center fielder. He swings and lifts this one into center. And it gets down, and that's our first base runner of the ball game. So credit Justin Mann with a single. Nice piece of hitting there. First pitch, he just drove the ball into center, Nick.
And that's the kid they call Cheetah Man, so you know he can run.
Aggressive, put the ball in play.
Suns got here in convincing fashion. This is the 10 and under major bracket for the North Florida Super NIT. A trip to the USSSA Elite World Series on the line. Strike called.
The hitter, Brady DeLamielleure, is a kid that was born in San Francisco, so of course the San Francisco Giants are his favorite team. Buster Posey, there's a good one, his favorite player. His nickname is Taco.
You like that, don't you?
I think that's
runner going. Throw down to second, not in time. That's one of the big differences that we'll see here at the 10 and under level for USSSA baseball against a couple different organizations is they're able to lead off even at 10 years old.
I like that because you really learn the game and the fundamentals of playing it. That's Cheetah Man over there that just stole second base. I said, you know, he was going to run with that nickname.
2 balls and a strike.
When you play with these rules early on, what happens is you teach yourselves to be the type of catcher that can throw a runner out, and you just don't give them the base. You work on it, and that's what it's all about. It's not easy to throw out runners at this age, but you have to learn sometime.
Brody De La Hune takes one on the inside, and it's going to be caught over at third base for out number 2.
Well, DeLamielleure got a little bit out in front of it. Got him to pop up, and big out right there. A 3-hole hitter.
Isaiah Elbert over there at third. 2 away, and this is Abram Summers now. He will pitch for the five-star Tigers. Chance to drive home the first run of this contest. Not on that pitch. Grounded to second, and an easy play over to first. And the Tigers leave a runner stranded. We head to the bottom of the first inning here in Newberry, Florida. Central Florida Tigers and the Suns. We got a good one. Suns will bat for the first time when we come back.
Welcome back, guys. This is just one of the stops of 46 total stops that can qualify teams for the 2015 Summer Championship Series. For a 10 and under team, the goal is to make it to the Elite World Series. Both of these teams, that's exactly where they want to be playing their postseason ball. For the Central Florida Suns, they were the only Central Florida team to qualify for the Elite World Series last year, and they want to get back more than anything. For the five-star Tigers, their coach, Ricky, he coached for a team there last year, but this team, they've never been there before, and he wants to give them an experience unlike anything else.
Well, it is indeed quite an experience. As you see, Abram Summers is going to be the starting pitcher today for the five-star Tigers. First pitch is upstairs. It's the bottom of the first inning.
And that's Braden Spence leading off.
Pitch is high.
And very interesting about Braden Spence, our hitter. That's left-handed, but everything else he does is right-handed. Go figure.
What do you like about these athletes at this such a young age having the ability to swing and switch both sides?
Oh, it's tremendous. You know, they teach them so young to switch hit and flip-flop like that. And it's really cool. And that's how you want to learn. You learn at an early age, like speaking a language. If you learn it at age 2, you're going to be fluent by age 4. Good leadoff fly right there by Spence. It's all about getting on base. It's your job as a leadoff hitter.
John Michael Martinez now with a runner on first.
His favorite player, Yunel Escobar.
Runner going, and they caught him in a rundown, and they got him at second for out number 1. Beautifully executed here.
Well, Founts, the first baseman, did a nice job getting that throw. A lot of times at this age group, you will see the throw end up in the outfield, and that was a good throw by the first baseman.
Martinez takes the pitch. Base is clear. It's the 10 and under championship game. And it's 2-0 the count to Martinez. Three and 0 now.
Let's see if the coach has him take a pitch here, 3-0. And he does.
It's a big pitch there, and an important pitch there for Summers, who really struggled with his control early in this contest. And a walk, back-to-back walks issued.
Well, if you can pick them off, it really doesn't matter. Then you got them right where you want them. That lefty move. That Baldwin has a pretty darn good one.
So ball 4 issued to John Michael Martinez. And a runner on first.
This is Alejandro Rodriguez. And I'm gonna let you guess what his nickname is. Alejandro Rodriguez.
Go with A-Rod?
You got it.
Why not, right?
Absolutely.
It's an infielder and a catcher for the Central Florida Suns. And he has a tapper right back to the pitcher. The throw to first, right on the money.
Boy, that's feeling your position right there. Baldwin just hopped off the mound, turned around, made a nice throw. because the momentum was going away. And he really set his feet nicely when he made the throw. That's good fundamentals defensively for a young player.
Martinez moves to second. And this is Isaiah Everett. We saw him make a brilliant play over at third. A chance to drive in Martinez as the Suns look to score the first run of the ball game. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Oh, just blew the fastball by him. Everhart now two-strike approach. Just try to put it in play here. Good eye. His favorite player is Will Myers, Tampa Bay Rays. And he likes spelling. That's good. Like to see that. Maybe he'll be a spelling bee champ, too.
Runner going, throw down to third, not in time, a stolen base.
Well, John Michael Martinez with his first stolen base of the game.
1-2, this one driven into short right field, and it's caught. Play made to retire the side. One left stranded for both the teams. We head to the second, scoreless after one. It's the second inning. Bernie Gunther, Nick Belmonte, Kristen Bedard, we're glad you're with us. Both these teams had an opportunity, Nick, and the defense is really able to take care of business in the first inning.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. A nice, clean game. We had a pickoff play. Had a good throw from the first baseman to the shortstop on the tag play. Some good plays on ground balls and fly balls. So, very clean game so far.
So we'll see if the Tigers can capitalize their second time coming to the plate. It'll be Jack McGinnis, their left fielder, leading things off. McGinnis, Moore, and A.J. Fonz. The first three drew up here in the second inning. Baldwin, the pitcher for the Central Florida Suns. And the first pitch driven out to left field for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there.
Yeah, McGinnis goes nice down and through right here. You see him just kind of lower his knees to go get the low pitch. That's something that older hitters have a tough time making that adjustment. It's pretty impressive.
Layden Moore, the catcher, at the plate. Tight play there at first. And again, that's a big difference here. 10 and unders.
Yeah.
They're leading off. And the pitchers have to learn at an early age to pitch from the stretch as well.
And this is all good. If you can teach them to play the actual rules of baseball as early as you can, they're just going to get better. They're going to be way ahead of their competition that's not doing
that. Runner going. The throw down to second is late, and there's a stolen base for Jack McGinnis.
And the reason why you'll see a lot of stolen bases, one of the hardest things to do in baseball at any level is a transfer from the catcher getting a pitch and being set with his body and making a good, strong throw to second base. And their arm strengths at this age aren't as strong, so the ball's going to take a lot longer to get down there.
So runner in scoring position. And now McGinnis is going to go to third.
So McGinnis stole a base and moves over to third on the wild pitch. Well,
right on it there.
You see Landon Moore. He picks that that front foot up and plants it down. He's ready to go. His nickname at school is Mayor. He must run the school.
He's trying to run the game here. and give the Tigers their first run. Outside corner, down on strikes. What a pitch by Luke Baldwin for his first strikeout of the contest.
Yeah, ball have a little bit of run coming back, and a nice job by the catcher to frame that.
A.J. Fonts now shows bunt and lays it down in foul territory. McGinnis was charging all the way home. That was a huge strikeout by Baldwin. Tigers threatening for the first run. Fouled away, and it's 0-2. Opportunity for back-to-back strikeouts.
How about this guy right here hitting? He's a piano player.
Hoping for some sweet music here. That one gets away. But a tight backstop, and here's the play to the plate. Take another look.
Watch, his ball kicks away, and nice recovery, and it looks like his foot got in.
And they do call him safe, so McGinnis scores the first run of the ball game. It's 1-0.
How about that slide right through the wickets?
You ready, Braden?
Boy, McGinnis made that happen.
1-2. Excuse me, 2 balls and 1 strike. This one fisted right at short. Easy play made for out number 2. Some good defense being showcased in the first inning and 2/3. And now Cooper Hunt is the hitter, and he swings at the first pitch, drives it into center field. And the side is retired, but Jack McGinnis getting aboard with a single, comes in the first run for the Tigers. Wild pitch, and McGinnis takes advantage of it. 5-star Tigers on top early on here in Gainesville. Welcome back to the 2015 USSSA Summer Championship Series powered by MLB.com. It's a rough start for our pitcher for the Tigers, but now he goes to the mound up by a run, and he was able to get out of basically walking the first 2 that he saw.
I tell you what, Abram Summers really showed his defensive ability last inning. That's what I like that got him out. He got himself out because he made a pickoff throw, and then he made a nice play on a swinging bunt. Really good job there. So he made it happen once the couple guys got on base, and that's what these young kids are learning. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. You're going to strike everybody out when you have a little bit of adversity. How do you handle it? This is what you learn at this age, and he did a great job getting it.
Got some good, solid contact there on the 1-2, and fouled it back.
Stands 4'8", 75 pounds this Summers. Can play almost every position in the field, even though he's left-handed.
Well, Nick, you've had an opportunity to see a number of phenomenal players in your time as you see this one grounded to third and over to first for number 1. And that's got to be one of the keys. How many college players have you seen that are able to play multiple positions and have an opportunity to play a lot earlier in their career because they have that ability?
Yeah, you know, it's funny, right up the road, the University of Florida has had great success with guys like Brad Wilkerson and Brian Johnson, and this year they have Tom Browning's son, Logan Browning, ex-big league pitcher of the Reds. You know, Buster Posey was a guy at Florida State who actually came in as a shortstop and was the closer. So, yeah, they're just great athletes.
Solid contact, deflection, and the second baseman can't handle it. That'll go as a base hit. The first hit of the ball game for the Suns.
See, I think as a parent, you should have your child in Little League Baseball or just USSSA baseball play all the positions. Get familiar with all the positions because you don't know down the road what you're really going to be. Your body's going to change. You want to have familiarity playing everything. So playing all the different positions is going to make you a better baseball player.
Well, that's one of the things that we're going to see today, Nick, with both these teams. That's one of the things that the managers made us aware of early is that this is the way they're going to start, but this is not the way they're going to finish. They're going to rotate every inning.
That's an outstanding way to do it.
Central Florida Suns, a lot of offense in their last win. They won 9-2 over the Central Florida Vipers to make it to this championship. The five-star Tigers won 9-7 over the West Florida Hammerheads earlier.
Summers has that nice move. You got to respect it over there. He's already picked off one guy.
One-0 upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
You can just tell that kid's a competitor. Just look at the look.
Runner going, throw down, not in time. No chance to get Braden. And now a runner in scoring position. Central Florida Suns squad out of Lake Mary, Florida. They've already won 2 tournaments this year. They won the UFC Central Florida back in February. They're looking to win a dual Super NIT here. Here's a walk. 2 on and 1 out.
Well, Denzel Flores draws the walk. His favorite team's the Yankees, and he loves to sing and dance. I love that. Introduce him to Kristen after the game.
Nicholas Roman now with a chance to tie the ball game. You hear in the background great coaching. These two teams faced each other earlier in the tournament, and it was the Central Florida Suns winning 17-8. So how does it impact it when you get that second chance opportunity?
A little revenge. You know, you have that going. It's funny when we pass out some information to these players, and Roman put about himself, I'm a funny guy. So, hey, you got to have a funny guy on the ball club. Keep everybody loose.
That was one of your big roles back in your day,
That's
wasn't
right.
it? Base it out to left field. Quick throw comes in. Oh, my goodness. That was a tight play at third. It was a force play, but they call him safe. And the bases are loaded, the second hit of the inning.
Well, nothing funny about this. This is a base hit that loads the bases. Nice play over at third. Almost got him on the force.
It's the second hit of the inning. And a big gut check moment early for Summers, who needs a big pitch. This is Pierre Encarnacion. He taps the first pitch foul. .5'2", 130 pounds. Said he's playing for his mom, and I'm sure she's hoping for a hit here. Instead, hit back to the pitcher, throw to home. They get one and back to first, and they turn 2. How about that for a little defense to get out of a jam? 1, 2, 2-3, an inning-ending double play to end the threat. Brilliant defense.
Now watch this. He makes the good feed right there. Knows right what to do with it. Can't see it any better at any level.
We head to the third. Tigers up by a run.
Welcome back. Kristen Bedard on the field with this USSSA broadcast on MLB.com. It was the Tigers defense that got the Charging Suns out of this one. And when I asked their head coach, Ricky Howell, about what separates this team, and he says this 10 and under team practices twice a week against 11 and under major team. He said you see a huge defensive difference because of how hard that 11 under team makes them work. Bernie, we're seeing fantastic plays by both of these teams, and it's only going to continue.
Well, it is phenomenal, Nick, to think about, as we just saw a moment ago, a 1-2-3 inning-ending double play, that these athletes are just 10 years old, turning 2.
You rarely go to a game at this level and see that double play turn. That's why these guys are vying for a championship here. And defense wins you games. I know everybody wants to hit the ball and all that, but defense wins you so many games. And this level, and any level, but especially this level, because it's almost not expected to play defense at this level. It's harder, and then as you get older, it gets a little bit easier, especially with the throwing aspect.
Jude Howell, swing and a miss, got him swinging for the strikeout, second strikeout of the ball game for Baldwin. One away. That brings to the plate Ryan Young. A tapper back to the pitcher, and he does it all himself for the first 2 outs.
Wow, Baldwin hopped off the mound. Another good defensive play by a pitcher in this ball game. We already know that Summers can play his position. We just saw Baldwin hop off on that bunt.
So 2 quick outs. The pitchers really showcasing their defensive skills, and we're back to the top of the lineup. And Martineau, who started off as the catcher, and he flew out in his first plate appearance. Big smile as he checks into the box. And he drives this one into short center. It falls. That's the third hit of the ball game for the Tigers. Baldwin can't do it all himself.
Martineau kept the inning going, and now the Cheetah Man comes up. Justin Mann.
The Cheetah Man had the first hit of this contest for the Tigers.
Cheetah Man's favorite player, Derek Jeter. Of course, he's going to probably have to find a new one now. But that's a great one to emulate.
Who'd you go after next if you were a Jeter fan to begin with?
Well, it would be probably like someone like Pedroia, but if you're a Yankee fan, you're not going to like Pedroia. But in that ilk, that would be a guy you would want to emulate. But his favorite team's the Los Angeles Dodgers, so it really doesn't matter anyway. So I'll lobby for Pedroia for his next favorite player. Apparently there's no team allegiance there. But that's the beauty of baseball. Your favorite player at this age could be a guy that's not even on your favorite team. It's a guy you want to be more like.
Pitch out. They called for it perfectly as the runner goes, but the throw just a little late.
And that's what I was talking about. Good call by the coach on the pitch out. But at this level, a lot of times the arm strength just isn't there yet. But that was an accurate throw. Just a little lesson on pitch outs. The catchers have to move up just a touch to catch those, and that cuts down their angle to second base. And that's something to learn.
Tigers looking to add to the lead. They're up by a run and a big opportunity for the Cheetah Man.
better known as Justin Mann.
Runner on second.
You know, it's funny, that play right there, even in the big leagues, it's tough to pick a guy off on that play. In the big leagues, they say a lot of times that more balls will end up in the outfield than actually picking the guy off. That's a very difficult play where pitchers to whirl around and pick guys off of second base.
Comes set, and Baldwin is going to record all 3 outs. Strikeout, and then 1-3-1-3 in the books. We move on to the bottom of the third. The five-star Tigers clinging to a 1-run lead here in Gainesville, Florida. The only run came back in the second inning. Tigers and the Suns 10U Championship is a part of the USSSA Summer Championship Series powered by MLB.com. Bernie Gunther, Nick Belmonte, Kristen Bedard with you. Big opportunity for the Suns. How often do you see, no matter what level you play at, college, major leagues, great defense turning into some offense?
Yeah, it's good defense here has really kept the score down. And that double play, that's something to remember when we saw last inning.
2 balls and no strikes.
A 1-2-3 double play to end the inning. And
Yeah, that was with the bases loaded, have you?
absolutely.
Called strike there, it's 2-1.
That could have gone wrong in a lot of different ways, and they performed that to perfection.
The 2-1, hit back to the pitcher, and he'll toss it over to first. 1 away. Man, we have seen great defense today, time and time again by the pitchers, haven't we, Nick?
Yeah, really has been amazing. And Summers is putting on a clinic on how to field your position.
This is Luke Baldwin, pitcher against pitcher here. Little high. 1-1. The Suns looking for a base runner. They had 2 runners in the first, 3 runners in the second, so they've had their opportunities today, Nick. They just haven't been able to capitalize.
How about our guy, Luke Baldwin? Not only is he a pitcher, this young man is a rock drummer and a surfer. Talk about talent. He likes baseball, he likes being a rock drummer, and he likes surfing. I think he's got this thing figured out, huh?
It's one way to win the ladies over, right? Baseball, drumming, surfing.
I like it.
Line down the line. They're going to call it a fair ball. Extra bases. And Baldwin in at second with a double.
Well, so far he may not be Ringo Starr, but he's a star on that play.
Beautiful swing there for Luke Baldwin. He hits the tape, and he's on second.
Does a nice job bringing his hands back in. That's what I liked about it. And that allowed him to square up the pitch.
So at the top of the lineup, Braden Spence with a chance to tie it for the Suns.
That's a tough play for a left-handed pitcher to whirl around and throw and get a guy over there. Just too much, takes too long to whirl your body all the way around. Usually gives the base runner enough time to get back.
pull that one down. It's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes.
Braden Spence, remember, talked about him, does everything right-handed except hit.
Scoots away. And Buban, who comes in to run for Baldwin, is now at third. And the Suns knocking on the door of tying it here in the bottom of the third inning. Remember, a pass ball is how the Tigers scored their only run of the contest. Is Jack McGinnis got aboard with a single and was able to come around and score.
Well, with 1 out, they've decided to play the defense back. So ground ball will get a run home here.
And a walk. They're on the corners. Braden Spence walks for the second time in the contest. John Michael Martinez walked in his first plate appearance. Trying to tie this ball game up and potentially give the Suns their first lead. Pitching has been the storyline, as we often see here in the championship. This is when they really bring the aces out, and man, the aces, even at 10 years old, they have been strong today. Runner going, this one popped up. It's going to get down, and they'll tie the contest. Quick throw comes in, but Buban, who came in as a pinch runner, helps make it 1-1.
That ball just found a place. Left fielder took a step back, but it just didn't have enough to get to him, and lands in short left field. Off the end of the bat, it looked like maybe the shortstop was going to make that play, but just found a home.
Yeah, Justin Mann was sitting there watching it and maybe hoping that his left fielder would come into charge. And now this pitch is going to be driven out to left field. They'll hold everybody. Back-to-back singles. Alejandro Rodriguez aboard at first. And the bases are loaded for the Central Florida Suns here in the bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, A-Rod. Alejandro Rodriguez, Yankee fan, came up with that hit. Well, it's time to everybody take a deep breath right here, because Tigers in a big jam. They're talking over the situation. One thing the coach is telling them now, he's going to tell his players where to go if the ball is hit to them. He's reminding them how he wants to play the defense. Do you want to throw a ground ball home to get the force, or should we try for a double play? This was some of the things that you work on with your team. So he had everybody in there to make sure everyone was on the same page, what to do if the ball was hit to them. Because there's a good chance this next couple of hitters might decide this thing.
Second time in the contest, the Suns have loaded them up. Last time, Summers got a 1-2-3 inning-ending double play. Trying to get past.
Our spelling guy here, Isaiah Eberhardt.
Isaiah Eberhardt, bases loaded, opportunity.
Trying to spell the lead for his team here.
Not a lot of room on the backstop, and so that does help out the pitchers and the catchers in this particular situation. On the infield, they'll throw to first, but a run does score, and the Suns have their first lead of this ball game. Braden Spence comes in. Eberhardt with an RBI as he grounds out 4-3.
And with the infield back, that's all you need, a productive out. In any level of baseball, if you can get a productive out, that'll help your ball club. They're playing back, possible double play down.
Gets away again, and another run comes in to score. Michael Martinez now.
Yeah, John Michael Martinez got a nice jump on that. I was almost anticipating it and scored easily.
Three to one. Wilski now.
Well, Wilski still has a guy down there to knock in.
Sam Wilski, pitch a little bit low. It's 3 balls and no strikes to Wilski.
Another talented kid, surfs and snowboards. How about that?
3-0, called strike, make it 3-1.
Now, I know you can surf somewhere near Central Florida. Go over to Daytona and Cocoa Beach. I don't know about the snowboard.
Put into play, and it's caught by the center fielder to retire the side, but the Suns have their first lead of the ball game. They scored 3 runs here in the third, and it all started with a double by Luke Baldwin. They got the Suns really going to start this inning, Nick.
And that was the key. You know, and then this is the ball that just falls in.
Michael Martinez drives in a run.
And this is Isaiah Everhart with the ground ball, but that's good as an RBI right there. And then one gets away. And John Michael Martinez with a good jump scores to make this a 3-1 ball game. So nice inning right there.
Suns with a 2-run advantage. Let's check in once again down on the field with Krista Bedard. KB?
Well, guys, 5-star Tiger head coach Ricky Howell joining me now. You visited the mound this last inning. What did you tell them to refocus the team?
I just told them on, making a routine play, getting one out, stay away from the big inning, which is what we did. Get the ground ball, get the out at first, and just focus.
Well, your pitcher's done a pretty good job so far in this one. At what point could you or would you even consider making a change?
Well, we're lucky. He hasn't thrown all weekend, so he's got a full pitch count. He's in a rhythm. But if they get a couple more runners on, being that, this is a 6-inning game, we'll probably have to make a change.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys.
And that is one of the big stories, Nick, with these young 10-year-olds just playing 6 innings. It's so consolidated, and there just isn't quite the amount of time that you normally have in a Major League Baseball game to make up a bigger deficit.
Yeah, but also, I guess, at this age, these are where the larger numbers can occur in an inning. So, the older you get, the less likely you'll see innings that have big crooked numbers, 5, 6, 7, 8 runs, where at this level, sometimes those things do happen more times than not. So you're always in the game, but it's good defense usually that's going to solidify your team and get you to victory. And we've seen some good defense in this one today.
Well, it'll be important for the 5-star Tigers to try to bounce back from a 3-run inning. They led the majority of this game, so still plenty of opportunities for them. They've had their opportunities on the base pass as well today, Nick.
And this is one of those innings where, you have to answer back.
Brody, the leadoff hitter, grounds it to short. How about that for a defensive bullet?
Brody DeLavalliere hit the ball right on the button. Nothing to show for it. Good defensive play.
Yeah, John Michael Martinez, look at this gun. So take another look.
Now, what I like about it, too, he keeps his hands down. Nice soft hands, comes up with it. Little crow hop and a throw to first. Good mechanics.
Abram Summers at the plate. First pitch gets away, 1-0. Luke Baldwin going back to work out his technique even after missing with the first pitch. It's all about the follow-through, and he gets that follow-through, and he gets the out. 2 ground outs here in the top of the 4th. This is what they would call a shutdown inning if he can get the 3rd out.
Absolutely. It's all about shutdown innings. I used to have my pitchers really focus in on that when I managed in the minor leagues. They'd get a shutdown point if they put a 0 up here. And they get rewarded by the end of the week.
Jack McGinnis.
We'd give them a little prize, and whether it be the fine money or whatever. Of course, you know, it all depends on, you know, you could award them with stars on their hats, but shutdown innings are a big deal. When your team scores, make sure your pitcher goes out there and throws a 0 up there in the next inning.
McGinnis popped up looking for a second hit, and how about the range? John Michael Martinez tracking it down in short left field, and it's a 1-2-3 shutdown inning for the Suns.
Yeah, Baldwin got it done. He knew what his job was and took care of it. 3 hitters in a row.
Nice little defensive play there. Suns leading 3-1. KB's with their head coach.
Well, guys, Central Florida Sun head coach Mickey Bono joining me. Now, you've had the bases loaded twice in this one, but only have a 2-run lead. How do you separate?
I think we just need to be ready to jump on these pitches early. We're kind of getting behind in the count and have to swing at bad pitches when we should be able to get up and hit pitches where, you know, early in the count and not get behind in the count.
Well, before this game, you talked to me about how mentally tough this team is. Now, how important was that shutdown inning for their mental state?
It was huge to be able to get 3 runs on the board, get a lead, and then to come in and get a 1-2-3 inning is huge.
All right, Coach, thank you so much.
Thanks, Kristen.
Back to you guys.
3-1 the score. These two teams trying to vie for a berth at the USSSA Elite World Series. Suns will come to the plate for the second time. Let's check out our game summary so far, Nick.
Yeah, this was one that, you know, we got the foot right in there for the first run. Nice play. The throw had him beat, but he snuck in. Then the inning later on continues. We see a base hit. And I like this. This is a productive out, 4-3 put out, but run scores. Then a heads-up play here by the shortstop. John Michael Martinez got a good jump on that one.
3 come in to score. And the Suns with a chance to add to their lead here in the bottom of the 4th of what will be a 6-inning contest here. Suns setting on an absolutely perfect day in North Florida. And it has to be amazing, especially if you're up north. I just came from Ann Arbor and Columbus.
Nice.
It was -16 on Friday.
Okay.
8 feet of snow falling yesterday in Columbus, Ohio, and 10 degrees. And then you come in today, 81 degrees. And that's why they're playing baseball in February.
Yeah, that's why they have the Grapefruit League starting up very shortly. It was a little chilly in these parts on Friday night, but an 80-degree day is only 48 hours away.
Braden Kittner will lead things off. He had a single earlier. What do you like heading into this upcoming Major League season? So many moves being made, and
wow.
It looks like so many teams have an opportunity to do something special.
Well, you know, the Red Sox had a nice offseason. Obviously, the Nationals did with the big signing of Scherzer. Those are 2 clubs you want to keep your eye on.
I think many picking the Nationals as the team to beat early on. Can't count out what San Diego did in the offseason.
Oh, yeah. They had a great offseason.
3 balls and no strikes.
And I got to point out what the Cubs did, bringing Joe Madden in there. I think that is fantastic. I mean, I think that's going to change a lot of the moods in the north side.
Well, Back to the Future, they won the World Series in 2015, I believe.
Knock it down, guys. Knock it down, everybody.
3-1. It's outside, and there's a walk. Leadoff walk issued, and that's not the way you want to start the 4th inning when you trail by 2 runs. Denzel Flores now walked at his first plate appearance. Throw down to second, not in time. There's a stolen base. As you mentioned, that's probably one of the most difficult things here at 10 years old, trying to catch somebody stealing second. You
know, it's almost, especially when you're talking about a turf infield, Wouldn't be a bad idea sometimes to have these catchers throw it a little bit lower and let it take a true hop on the turf. Dave Concepcion, in the early years of AstroTurf with the Cincinnati Reds as a shortstop, made a lot of throws from the hole where his arm wasn't strong enough to get it there, but he let it hit the turf, and the rotation, it actually picked up speed.
Gets the outside corner. It's 2-2.
Because what happens with these young catchers here, they try to muscle up with it, and they end up throwing the ball in the air, and the mile per hour on the ball will decrease. Whereas if you can throw it more on a direct line towards right around the pitcher's head, and then once you get it over his head, maybe have it bounce on the turf, it'll take that true hop.
3-2, fouled away. They'll try it again. It's the first of 2 games we'll have for you tonight. This is the 10 and under championship game for the North Florida Super NIT. We'll have the 12 and under championship coming up next. Got him swinging. That is a big out with a runner in scoring position. First strikeout of the ball game for Jack McGinnis. And Nicholas Roman now fouling that pitch back.
Well, McGinnis knows this. His team's behind, and they only have 2 innings to go. So he's got to make sure he keeps this at a 3-1 disadvantage.
Nicholas Roman had a single his last time up. Bounce back.
McGinnis, nicknamed the Jack Attack.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
His favorite baseball moment, I love it, when Babe Ruth pointed to center field and called his shot.
You love that history.
Yeah, that was at Wrigley, wasn't it? The homer and the Gloman?
It was.
Yeah.
Suns trying to drive in their 4th run of this 10 and under championship. And that one gets under the glove of the third baseman, and they're on the corners now.
Well, if you're a pitcher here, hey, can't let it bother you. Just got to go get the next hitter.
First error recorded in this contest. Emery, Pearson, Encarnacion, first baseman and pitcher, 5'2", 130 pounds. He loves the Tigers, and he's trying to get a hit off the Tigers here, and he drives this one into right field for a single. And he's going to pick up not just 1, but 2 RBIs. How about the speed by Roman coming in to score?
Boy, Roman never hesitated, coming around third, knew he had a shot. Encarnacion goes with the pitch. That's a nice piece of hitting. Takes an outside pitch and doesn't try to do too much with it. And coming hard all the way is Roman. That's really a nice piece of base running right there after a nice piece of hitting.
2 RBI single. And now Andrew Boubon. It's a 4-run Central Florida Suns lead.
And a nice piece of base running by Encarnacion, taking second base on the throw. That's a heads-up play.
1 ball, no strikes time is called, and they're going to call a balk.
Well, he started his windup and he stopped. That was where the balk was called.
And so Pierre Encarnacion moving to third now. Suns really with a big opportunity here. Swing and a miss.
Well, McGinnis has to figure out a way to get out of this without that next run scoring. His team only has 6 outs left.
1-1, and driven to the gap. Encarnacion comes in to score. Run number 6, and look at the wheels. The throw to third, not in time. RBI triple.
Well, Boubon did a nice job putting a good swing on it. He's thinking 3 right out of the box. He sees it in front of him. There's no stopping him. Nice piece of hitting by Andrew Boubon.
So 6-1 our score. We'll have a new pitcher for the Tigers. We'll tell you about him when we come back to Gainesville. Suns up by 5 here in the 4th. Welcome back to the 2015 USSSA Summer Championship Series powered by MLB.com. Well, something exists, never did in your playing days. The MLB Digital Academy. You can go online, take a look at one of your favorite swings, one of your favorite pitches, upload it to MLBDigitalAcademy.com/USSSA. And Nick, one of the great things about it is you upload that clip and you can compare it to your favorite hitter. Who would you want to compare your swing to nowadays?
Nowadays, wow. Boy, there's some good swings out there. And, you know, I always loved the way Jeter went about it, how he moved his hands in little circles before the pitch came. He went down and didn't try to do too much with the ball. Then, of course, you got your big power hitters that all the kids want to emulate, but it's all about right now just putting a good swing on it, find yourself a good line drive hitter. The late great Tony Gwynn is another one. I think young kids should find some video of him and see how he ended up hitting 300 every year.
Landed Moore into this baseball game in a tricky spot, and he comes in and walks the first batter he sees, Luke Baldwin, the pitcher for the Central Florida Suns. So Baldwin is aboard with a base on balls. And so runners at first and third. And Braden Spence, who has reached twice, now showing bunt. No throw down, and now there's runners at second and third.
Well, that's the thing that the young players don't take advantage of with those runners at third, not challenge the throw down at second. It'd be very difficult at this age group to throw it down to second, make a clean catch, and throw a strike to home to get the runner coming from third. So a lot of times in this setup where you can actually run on first and third, chances are they'll just give him second base.
And Spence drive in 2 runs here. He lifts his one out on the left. It's going to have a chance. It'll go as an RBI single. And Baldwin will hold it third.
I like the way they're going with the pitch. Young hitters, that's a good thing to learn.
John Michael Martinez takes the pitch up and inside, no throw. And runners now at second and third.
Yeah, Spence, like I said, good piece of hitting right there.
Michael Martinez. Fair ball down the line. Baldwin in to score. And look at Martinez going to third, the throat. It's going to get away, and he'll hold. Base clearing triple. Impressive swings.
And again, going opposite way. And I guess that could be the run rule.
And it's going to be a final. Central Florida Wolverines. And the Central Florida Suns win a 9-1 over the Tigers, an impressive performance.
Yeah, that hit the run roll, and they had to make sure that they tallied the numbers up right. And because of that, after 4, the 8-run lead, the run roll because of it. And this is the pitch that did it. Went with that pitch. Michael Martinez, he was sparkling defensively, and then comes to be the big hero offensively as well.
What a performance by the Central Florida Suns. All of their runs, Nick, came in the final 2 innings.
They got the bats going, Bernie. It didn't matter who they're facing on the other side. They were going with pitches. They were taking pitches that were out of the zone and swinging at strikes. And they barreled up a lot of good ones there and took advantage on the bases as well.
And Kristen is down on the field with the champions. KB?
Well, Coach, you know, you had the bases loaded. You were having a hard time breaking through, and then you run ruled this one. What does that say about this team?
Like I said before, telling you before the game, just our resilience of fighting through and knowing in tough games we can break through. We lost our first game yesterday and then won 5 in a row. Won our second game and then all 4 today. So it's fun. Our goal, like we qualified for the World Series last year, and our goal was to qualify this year, and got it done this weekend.
Exactly. With this win, you now have a berth at the Elite World Series, one of the premier events in youth sports. How much are you looking forward to it, and how much is your team looking forward to going back this summer?
Oh, they're going to be excited. We had a great time last year. USSSA put on a great tournament, and looking forward to doing it again.
Now that you've qualified, is the goal to get ready to win the Elite World Series?
Oh, yeah, we got a few more months to get ready and hopefully win it all.
Well, Coach, we'll hopefully see you in August. Until then, back to you guys.
And of course, Nick, the Elite World Series will be covered on MLB.com, and what a showcase that will be. Central Florida Suns celebrating a 9-1 win over the Tigers. An impressive contest.
Well deserved. Good pitching. Loved the defense, and of course the hitting came on late. Great base running. They deserve that big victory here today.
We'll wrap things up when we come back to Gainesville. Still one more on the air. The 12U Championship be coming to the top of the hour. We'll be back after this. What an impressive win for the Central Florida Suns, 9-1. The final here in Gainesville. Let's check in once again with Krista Bedard, who's with one of the heroes.
Well, Amar, you had 2 RBIs in this game. What was going through your mind when you made contact with that ball?
Just to hit it.
Yeah, well, you hit it pretty far both of those times to help your team out. What is it like playing for the Central Florida Suns?
It's great
Why is it so great?
because it's fun.
And he's playing for his mom, he said. Kristen, ask her about that.
No, I'm not.
Wait, is your mom here in the crowd? No, is she at home watching?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
I
she's
can
at home
guarantee
watching you.
She's proud of him, too.
Well, you guys qualified for the Elite World Series. How excited are you to go play at Disney this summer?
Excited.
Yeah, are you guys going to win it all?
Yes.
Yeah? All right, so I have to ask you, what is the best part about playing in these tournaments and your favorite part about playing baseball?
It's fun, and I like playing baseball.
Well, you're pretty good at playing baseball from the highlights, and we'll let the boys take a look at those highlights.
Here is a look at the game summary, Nick. It all started with the 5-star Tigers. They were the first to get on board, and then the Suns came roaring back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that was Encarnacion with that hit that start the scoring, and then the hits just kept coming, using the whole field. We saw good base running, good hitting, and then there it was. They knew right there that they run ruled them, and they're moving on.
Well, the 1200 championship game will be coming our way here at the top of the hour. That's going to wrap up our coverage here from this 1000 championship. Central Florida Suns, they have punched their ticket to the Elite World Series. For Nick Belmonte, Krista Bedard, and our entire MLB.com crew, Bernie Gunther saying so long for now from Gainesville.